up, y'all? I am Kara Witt, and I am back with a brand new episode of Crimson Watch, where we watch the Tide roll. This year, I'm bringing bigger energy and even bigger opinions, starting with the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm going to give it to y'all straight, no chaser, because that's the only way that I know how to give it. And today, I'm going to tell y'all exactly how I feel. In the off season, I did a lot of healing, okay? I did a transformative year of therapy, but it seemed like it's all going to go down the drain because of the 18 to 24-year-olds down there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. In fact, I wrote a book about it. It's called Healing Cost Me Everything. You can go on Amazon right now and purchase it, or you can just click the link in my description. But we're not here to talk about that right now. We're here to talk about Alabama Crimson Tide. Let me ask y'all something. Am I a joke to you? Everybody lied to me. Josh Pate, Paul Feinbaum, everybody on ESPN that told me Alabama was that deal this year. Y'all told me that the defensive line, y'all had all the starters that was coming back. Everybody was veterans. Everybody knew what they was doing. Everybody knew how to do their job. Listen, you're not going to get no stats over here, all right? We don't do that all. I don't know nothing about schemes. I'm just a fan that watched the game. And I'm going to tell you, what I watched was abysmal, okay? Games like this used to be gimme games. Now it's gotcha games. We getting got by teams we should be getting. We used to show up in stadiums and put fear into the hearts of the other opponents. Now we walk up in there fear and trembling with anxiety. That anxiety from last season seemed to have rubbed off on the new team this year. The thing is, I can take a loss. See, y'all be thinking that Alabama fans, we can't take loss. We don't know how to lose. And some of that is true. I think at this point, considering that we lost 4 games last season, I think that we were prepared to lose. We just weren't prepared to lose in the way that we are losing. I don't like how undisciplined this team is. I don't like how we look when we lose. Well, my question is to the coach. Everybody want to blame Ty, the team, and trust me, there's enough blame to go around. And I'm going to get around to Ty and the rest of the team. But right now, I want to start at the top, okay? Because I want to talk to the leadership. Coach DeBoer, let me ask you something. When you walked your ass down there to Tuscaloosa and you walked in that facility and you saw those 18 national championships, you saw all those SEC championships, you weren't inspired? Or did you crap your pants when you realized that you may have been in over your head? I want to ask you that question. Did you feel up to the task when you walked into that facility? Because I know you don't see those type of things. I know you didn't see those type of things at Washington. When you walked into that stadium, we've had 2 legendary coaches that have won us multiple national championships. And you walked to not necessarily fill those shoes, but you stepped into those shoes and you knew exactly what you were getting into. You saw the fans that waited for you when you got off that plane, and you knew what we were expecting. You knew what the standard was. Surely you knew that losing our first game opener since 2001 was not going to be acceptable. You knew what type of fans we were, and you decided to come down here anyway. So to be surrounded by all that greatness in those Alabama facilities and still go out there and have that team ill-prepared baffles me. What were you thinking? You could not have possibly thought that it would be okay for Alabama fans to watch a team that we have seen be successful for 17 years recently and then go out there and screw the pooch like you did. Absolutely honest. That this is on coaching. And Coach Womack, let me tell you something, okay? Because we done already punched your number, okay? You're about to be ejected from the plane, okay? We're going to get you out of here because I'm not even sure what you got going. I don't know why you can't. I know we've had problems with running quarterbacks in the past, but this defense that everybody praised so highly in the offseason, I don't know what is this swarm defense? Stop trying to take the ball and learn to wrap up and tackle. That's what you need. Swarm to the defender. Forget the ball, okay? Just tackle him. I don't understand how this coaching staff can leave last season with a loss and then open the season with the loss. What were y'all thinking? That we had a bad taste in our mouth for months. Saturday was a time for you to come out and say, hey, we are going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to get that nasty taste out of our mouth. We are going to fix the issues that we had last season. And it seems that the issue might have just been at the top. It may have been with the leadership. Losing a season opener like this, it's making a lot of Bama fans crash out. It's making a lot of Bama fans jump off the boat. People are calling for your job, coach. People are even talking about benching Ty. But let me tell you something. You're going to have to right this ship because we got all eyes on you. You got a $70 million buyout. So right now we stuck with you. We ain't got no money. We've been paying players, okay? So we stuck with you right now. So right now, coach, you feeling the fire. So unless you're going to jump out the boat, you're going to have to steer this mug. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to steer it and you're going to have to make the path right because we're not coming up off of you, coach. We're not coming off your top right now. We are still going to be on you heavy like we was on everybody else. And it's going to start with you. You sitting up back there on the sidelines with your arms folded, acting like it's no big deal. Gee, golly, gosh darn, we lost the game. Absolutely not. That's not going to work, coach. It's not going to work. I know your personality is not to get in the boy's ass like that. I get it. I know that's not your thing. But you got to come up with something. You better learn how whatever you did at Washington, you better figure out how to make that work at Alabama because we not going to tolerate this kind of crap right here. Now for the team. The team is all talk. From the talk with Tyler Booker last season to the talk now, all y'all do is yap, yap, yap. Y'all are professional yappers, not professional college football players. I'm not understanding. Why do you talk so much? Show and prove. Show me. I don't want to hear no more conversation about what you're going to do because you go out there and you get scared. You get anxiety when you face your opponent. Okay, if it's one thing I can't stand is somebody that talk the talk but don't know how to walk the walk. You see what Florida State QB did? He ran his mouth and he punched y'all in the mouth. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. And you know what? I respect it. I ain't even mad at it. You should talk your talk. Florida State fans, you should talk your talk. Matter of fact, you can put all you want to put in the comments because Alabama fans, we talked our talk all season. We've been talking our talk for the last 17 years. Actually, longer than that. So we deserve everything we getting right now. But Alabama football players, hush your mouth. Stop talking and go out there and do it. I'm tired of hearing y'all say the same thing. We got to do the little things right. We got to do the little. You're not even doing you're not doing the little things right, though. You can't even go out there and do your job. I'm tired of hearing y'all. Y'all are yappers. You're yapping. You're yapparellas. Now I want to talk about Ty Simpson. Ty, I'm going to call you Ty Simpson. I'm going to call you Pie because you're mellow. You're soft out there, okay? I don't know what happened to you. I don't know if you was nervous, you was scared, but I'm not going to give up on you, okay? Listen, y'all, we gave Jalen Miro 2 years. You remember Jalen Miro's first start? Huh? He almost lost us the game, okay? Yes, he ran for a couple touchdowns and we won, but we barely won, okay? I remember the first time I seen Jalen Miro go out there and lead that team, I said I never wanted to see that man in another Alabama Crimson Tide uniform because he played so poorly. I don't feel that way about Ty. Ty threw for over 200 yards. He got 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. We lost the game, but Ty is a game manager. He is not going to be the Superman, okay? He's not going to be a superhero. Ty is not that guy. Ty is a guy that is meant to distribute the ball, but he got to calm his nerves. This is his first start. We got to give him some chance. We got to give him room to improve, which I feel that he can, okay? So I'm not ready to jump off the Ty train, all right? I'm still with Ty just like I was still with Miro when we gave him chance after chance after chance after chance, okay? We got to give Ty a chance, all right? So I'm still going to give him a chance. He still has a high ceiling. Now, next week against UL Monroe, then we're going to have a different conversation on next week's episode. Because right now, I'm not going to give up on Ty. Better. However, let me say this to the fans. I'm going to give y'all a silver lining because right now, everybody's depressed. They was like, the season is over. Y'all, it's one game, okay? And it's a non-conference game. That is the silver lining. This game practically could mean nothing as far as our playoff chances if we go on to do well. Now, we don't know what this season is going to look like. In my opinion, just as a fan, I want the fans to prepare for highs and lows this season, just like we did last season. I feel like whatever happened last season is going to carry over to this season, and there are going to be some highs and lows. This type of game against Florida State, this game was bound to happen. It just happened to happen to Alabama first. It just happened to be our first game. But this type of game was coming. So think about it this way. This type of game, it was coming. We just played it the first game. Now we see, okay? So that's how I'm choosing to look at it. We played Florida State, and Florida State is not that they were so great. It's just Alabama played poorly, okay? Now, if Florida State goes on to run the table and beat everybody else, this loss might not look so bad. However, if they go on and they go 6-6 or whatever, then we were like, okay, we did play pretty bad. But I'm here to tell you that I don't think this loss is as bad as we want to make it, as it feels right now. I think because we were just expecting to be so much better than last year, I think our expectations were just way, way, way too high. And I'm not even going to necessarily say they were too high. They were too high for what that team produced that Saturday. There is room for improvement. It's not like they are going, I don't think the team is going to get worse. Alabama is not off the rails. I hear a lot of people saying the dynasty is dead. It's on its last leg, okay? It's definitely bleeding out. The dynasty is on its knees. It is coughing up blood. It's struggling to breathe right now. But I feel like it can be resuscitated. One reason, Florida State fans rush the field. Y'all are still rushing the field. So I just want to know, is Bama good or bad? Are we good or bad? Because if y'all are still rushing the field, if y'all still getting excited and cheering and jumping up and down every time you beat Alabama, it must still mean something. Maybe it just means more when you beat Alabama. Are we a team that you automatically mark W on your calendar? Or are we still the big, bad, mean Bama that everybody wants to beat? And speaking of Georgia fans, y'all were cheering a whole lot louder for Florida State than you were cheering when y'all beat Marshall this weekend. Why is that? Is it because Florida State did what y'all haven't been able to do in 2 seasons? I don't know. We'll see September 27th. But I'm not even going to get on y'all today. Again, this is a non-conference game. I'm not going to crash out and lose all hope unless we start losing conference games. And if I'm being honest, y'all, let's be honest. The game was bad. It was. The game was terrible. And this loss was bad. But ask yourself this, Bama fans. Was this loss worse than losing to Vanderbilt? In my opinion, I don't think so. Because losing to Vanderbilt last year was a conference loss. Losing to Oklahoma was a conference loss. This is not a conference loss. It's the first game. And you all know, whenever a team loses their first game and goes on to be successful, the committee is very forgiving for losing the first game, okay? Always remember that. So there, like I said, there is still room. Our chances are not over. Now, I don't know if this is going to wake them up. If losing to Vanderbilt last season and losing to Oklahoma and then losing to Michigan the last game of the season didn't wake them up, I don't know what will, because we just lost our first game. If this doesn't wake them up, nothing will wake them up. But hopefully it does. Hopefully that the team realizes that script A on your jersey is not going to automatically take you in there to win games. You're going to actually have to play. You guys, it's just you versus you at this point. The fans can't go out there and help you. Your coaches can't help you. Your family can't help you. The only people that can help Alabama get better are the players. We as fans can cheer you on. We can motivate you. We can support you guys and buy tickets and watch the games. But ultimately, it's up to y'all to execute. There's nothing that we can do as fans but talk shit. Prove us wrong, because right now it's a lot of people that don't believe in y'all, including fans. I still got the belief in y'all because I know that y'all don't want to go out there and lose. I know that y'all don't want to play the way that y'all are playing, and y'all are embarrassed too. So I'm hoping that embarrassment motivates you to stop getting embarrassed and stop embarrassing us. Stop having to go in the comments and fight with other teams, trying to defend y'all against this crap that y'all putting out on the field. I can't defend that product. That's trash. Everybody getting their lick on us. Everybody seem to have our number, except for Georgia. But everybody seem to have our number at this point to know exactly how to beat Bama. Change that. That's all I got. Y'all stay tuned to next week. Hopefully we'll have some better news. Y'all, it's going to be a long ride. It's going to be an up and down season. We just got to hold tight. It's still Roll Tide. We still going to watch the Tide roll. Y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Crimson Watch, where you get new videos at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Monday. Also, subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Kara Speaks. It's in the description at the bottom. If you are about therapy and faith, you will enjoy it over there. So go over there and give me a subscribe. Make sure that you like some of the videos over there. And I will see y'all next week. This is Crimson Watch, where we watch the Tide roll or get rolled over, I guess.